All right, guys, we traveled over 150 miles to come and look at some of the most beautiful and rare lizards on this planet.
All right, guys, have you ever seen a chameleon this big? Ron, what are you holding right now?
It's an orange-eye Parsons chameleon.
Yeah, these guys are the biggest chameleon in the world. Now, normally a chameleon, like the big ones you're gonna see is a veiled, which is probably gonna be, what, like 20 inches? These guys are absolutely massive. It's almost the size of his forearm. These guys are gonna eat large insects like big roaches, moths, honestly, anything that can fit in their mouth. So how do you keep these guys?
Well, we keep them in this large outdoor enclosure, and we're in Central Florida, so we have to keep it in, mostly shaded.
Yeah, exactly. These guys are actually a little bit cooler chameleons, not like a veiled or a panther, which likes it a little bit warmer. You guys have to keep them, if you're going to keep them outside in Florida, in shade, in a large enclosure, because they are a big chameleon. And very importantly, you got to give them a lot of water, a lot of misting, a lot of hydration.
Yep, that's probably the primary thing. They require a lot of water. Very slow drinkers. They're awesome.
Yeah, they are, man. That's why they're my favorite chameleon in the whole world. They also have a gentle grip. It's crazy because normally when you get chameleons this big, their grips can make you bleed. I've had veiled chameleons and Meller's chameleon just make me bleed from their grip. These guys actually have a very gentle grip, and the texture of their skin is very different too. It's like a little bit more rubbery. I almost compare them to like manatees. They're like the manatees of the chameleon world.
Yep, or elephants.
Yeah, or elephants, exactly.
All right, guys, what I have in my hand right now is a giant blue beauty anole. This is literally the most beautiful lizard I've ever seen in my life. And these are very rare animals. Not a lot of people are working with them. Only, I believe, like 3 people in the country, right?
3 to 5. That's a handful.
Yeah, a handful of people in the country. And you could see, I mean, this lizard speaks for itself. The colors on this thing is incredible. This one's a little bit more blue right now. This one has a little bit more yellow. And both the males and the females color are just as beautiful. But we want to know, how do you keep these guys, and why can they be so popular and so big?
We keep them on an indoor-outdoor system, so primarily outdoors. However, they do very, very well indoors and are very comparable in keeping like a crested gecko.
Right.
As far as
which we know a couple things about.
So the setup is exactly. So the setup is very similar, very simple.
Right.
And they make a nice choice for an indoor.
Indoor pet, indoor apartment lizard, what we call it. You don't need a big old terrarium. It doesn't need to be like a 6-foot thing like you need for some of the bigger iguanas and stuff. This is 2 adult males, so they won't really get any bigger than this. And these are some of the enclosures that they have. Obviously, we live in Florida, so we get the privilege of keeping them outside like this. Basically, some visual barriers, a lot of cork bark, big branches. And what do you guys feed these guys?
These guys will eat. They eat a lot of fruit. So we offer them a lot of fruit. The crested gecko diets, they do very well on those. We offer that, as well as we offer them hornworms, crickets. So we offer them a variety of protein as well, live feeders. You notice these right here, these 2 are a little bit spicy in attitude. That is because we keep them outdoors. When raised indoors, they're actually
pretty tame.
Very calm, and they do very well. They're easy to handle.
How many times a week do you feed insects versus like fruits?
The insects we do about twice a week.
Okay.
And the fruit, we're keeping fruit in there for the most part.
For like all the time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, guys, like I said, this is literally the most beautiful lizard I've ever seen in my life. And thank you guys for letting us hold them and come see them.
You're very welcome.
All right, guys, we're wrapping up here. We may or may not be going home with a little something special, but before that, we just wanted to remind everybody about what's going on with the Lacey Act. We got to make sure we call our senators. We got to email them. Check out the description below. It's going to give you all the information on what to do. Actually, I got a quick story with Heather. When I vended, I think it was like my 1st or 2nd reptile show. She was there, and I don't know if you remember this, but actually I didn't sell any crested geckos to the public, but you bought a bunch of my geckos. So there's a special place in my heart for Heather. I've known her for a lot of years, and of course she has the fairly tailed dragons. Gotten a lot of dragons from you. Check them out. Is there anything you wanted to include? Anything you wanted to plug in?
No, right now just everybody like keeping an eye on USARK, watching the website, watching for notifications. They're keeping up on top of everything. If you watch their site, you sign up for them, click like under Instagram, follow them on Instagram, follow them on Facebook. They're going to notify us as things are happening and let you know when's the best time to call, when's the best time to write into your senators. So right now they're kind of on break. They're going to be coming back in, and so they will alert us when it's time to start making those calls again. So always remember also when you're contacting your senators to make sure that you're being respectful,
Right.
because that's extremely important.
You don't want to seem like you're some crazy reptile person that's just like...
And many of them don't even know, they're not even aware that these amendments for the Lacey Act are in there. It was literally just kind of slipped in, and this is something that is trying to be added. So a lot of them are not even aware, and it's our job to make them aware and make them aware of just how important our pets are to us and how important this industry is to us.
With that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. Like always, remember to follow us on all the social medias. We got TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram. They also got their TikTok now. They got their Instagram. So make sure you check out Fairly Tailed Dragons. And I'm getting bit up by mosquitoes, so I'll see you guys on the next one.